George R.R. Martin said the film was a lot of fun and he enjoyed how dark and twisted it was. You even used some direct quotes from the short story and the emotional climax of the film, which I got a real kick out of. When you get such praise from a creator, especially one that doesn't pull his punches like George does, that has to feel pretty special, right?
I got to tell you, George was involved in the whole creative process. We showed him the scripts. But the most nervous I've ever been in my entire career was flying into Santa Fe to show George the finished movie. We sat there, we watched the movie. It was very quiet. No one said anything. And I'm super stressed. The lights go up at the end, and George turns around and he tells me he really loved it. And I'm like, amazing. And then he was very, very complimentary. He really felt that we had captured his voice better than that anybody else had. And so he's very, very happy with the adaptation.
We wanted to do something special for George. This is his first, real film that's going to be in cinemas, So it was really important for us to create a unique landscape to send, to kind of envelope the core story of In the Lost Lands, which I think, we tried our best to keep that core story alive while surrounding it with a very unique landscape that hasn't really been seen before.
Yeah, you did just that. And Mila, it's interesting seeing you work with Dave Bautista, because both early on in your careers, you were kind of seen as outsiders. Like people would just say that you're a model trying to act. He got the same thing with being a wrestler that trying to act. But over time, you both have shown such a care for the craft and have really overcome that. So how is it working with somebody that kind of had that same sort of stigma, that and somebody that overcame it because you just care so much about the end product here?
I think us people with stigmas, which is normally probably most of us, feel like outsiders and are not part of the popular crowd. I think we are very empathetic toward, or hopefully empathetic towards others. I know Dave is one of the most empathetic people I've ever met. Seeing him, the happiness on his face when he met me, when he embraced me, when he was doing his makeup and tests and all of that stuff. Like, he was just so joyful and inviting and welcomed collaboration and working and last minute script changes. And he wasn't trying to build a wall between us and him, where you have a lot of kind of these oldie worldy movie star types that I am the center of my universe. Like, Dave was a part of the team. He's a team player.
Yeah.
He was with the crew. Like, I consider us the crew. Like, he was part of the crew. He didn't treat himself any differently than anybody else. I mean, he was just made such a warm and welcoming environment, and a place to feel like it was safe to make mistakes. It was safe to mess up. It was safe to take risks and be creative.